Hey everyone, this is Lyndsi Weise coming to you from my the room I'm staying in while I'm traveling this week, and my kids are asleep right next to me, so it's dark. So that's why the video is so dark. But I wanted to just share my story since I missed the call this week with traveling. I am a 4-time elite 11-star diamond coach with Team Beachbody. I've been doing this for 5 years, and I got started with a coach who isn't coaching anymore. How it all began was I was in the corporate world. I was working in marketing, the good old 8 to 5, and I had just graduated college, and they had told me that they had these promotions and management positions for me if I graduated college. And so I did, and they never came. And all the while, I decided to work on my health and fitness. So I went to the gym at night, every night, and I paid $150 a week for 3 personal training sessions. So it was 3-hour workouts, and no shakes, no nothing, just 3-hour workouts. And then I would, do other workouts on the opposite days. And eventually I lost 70 pounds and 10 jean sizes, and I just felt amazing. All the while I was in a miserable, toxic corporate environment that all management growth opportunity just was not happening. So I started searching for a new job. And I mean, it was so bad that we were literally like texting each other on our drive-in every morning to see what kind of mood we were going to be dealing with our boss. And I lived in Chicago at the time, which is where I'm at right now visiting. And it was an hour commute each way. And I was on anxiety medicine and sleeping medicine. I was so miserable, and I was like, there has got to be more to life than this. Like, I need out of this. It was just a really brutal business or corporate job. I worked there for 6 years and made very crappy money. So anyways, I lost the weight and felt amazing. And the trainer I was working with was like, hey, you should do this insanity workout for your cardio when you are at home. It'd be really good. And I was like, okay. So he gave me a disc that he had, and I didn't have the guides or anything. I just had like 4 or 5 of the workouts, and I researched it on Facebook and connected with my then coach. And for 8 months, I watched her post and post and post and post about getting paid to get fit, being home with her kids, going shopping. It's Thursday, it's payday, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, is this for real? And I watched for 8 months. I let Shakeology just sit in the cabinet, and the doors closed on my company. So it was kind of bittersweet because I wanted out so bad, but all my interviews were, further away than I had already was, and just not something to give you purpose or passion. And so I was struggling to connect with that. And I decided I was going to go back to college and study exercise science and become a personal trainer and help others. And my husband was like, oh, no, you're not. You just graduated and we have student loans to take care of. I'd rather you do that Beachbody thing. So I was like, okay, all right. And I was so skeptical, signed up, became a coach, and I took off like running. And let's just say the only time I slowed down was within the first, so I hit diamond in like 60 days and then star diamond in 90 days. And then I found out that I was going to face infertility. So I was fairly a newlywed, and about a year. I think I was married a year, and we were getting ready to start a family. And I found out I had an autoimmune problem, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and that I would have to face infertility. And that meant a lot of medication, a lot of doctor appointments, potentially IVF, which meant a lot of medical bills, and a lot of uncertainty, which led me into a really dark depression, all the while I was trying to get a business off the ground. So I leaned on Beachbody for support, and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to give all my energy to helping others, and it's going to distract me from what's going on in my real life. In the meantime, I was like, why am I even on this planet? What's the point? If I can't even have a family, like, why am I even here? And so I struggled with some really tough stuff, but thankfully we were introduced for personal development, which helped my mindset. And I ended up pregnant with twins. So I have twin boys. They are 3 years old, 3.5 years old, actually. And because I decided to keep helping people while I was going through a tough time, the compound effect took place. So I was able to stay home with them when they were born. And while I was pregnant with them, I ended up on bed rest, in and out of the hospital, gained 100 pounds due to all the fertility medicine I'd gone through, due to bed rest. It was just a real tough time, but I never missed a beat in the business, and I just stayed true to me and my story, or my journey, I guess you could say. And that really helped. I actually hit elite that year for the first time, which is crazy, but it happened. And we needed to move. We needed to get a house, because we were in a condo that my husband had purchased before we got married, and he had to short sale it. We were in a really the financial part of the condo situation. A lot of people that were living in the condos were selling them at very low prices, and it was just a bad time. So after a long time of trying to sell it, my husband let it go. And we moved into a rental home for a while, and he is just getting that cleared up on his name, I think, this year. So it's been about 4 years. But we were able to do some really cool stuff. And I think this is what I need to share with you with my story, but basically fast forward to now, and I live in Arizona with my family. We moved in 2014, and we've been out there for 2 years. I was able to purchase a home, even though he couldn't be a part of that because of the short sale. And I know we always have to insert the income disclaimer. Beachbody does not guarantee any level of income or success, I think. We were able to do that, which is super cool. And we have built a pool, and we have just been able to do so many incredible things. I've lost 60 pounds since the twins were born, and I am working my way on getting the rest off and battling some other health issues tied to the autoimmune problem. And that's about it. So I am under Jason Diebold's team. It's Jason, and then Christina Richardson, and then me. And I used to be under a coach named Lyndsi, but Lyndsi's canceled, so she's gone. So I rolled up to Christina Richardson, who's a former top 10 coach from 2011, I think. She was top 10. So those are the people that I'm under, and I think that's all. I hope that's all. Yeah, that's it. Excited to continue this mastermind. Bye, guys.